In 2024, I would manage to see 54 total thunderstorms. 16 of those were severe, and on top of that, I would see supercells and even a tornado. 2024 was way above my town's average for amount of thunderstorms. However, this is how 2025 would unfold. The first two storms would come on March 19th, bringing hail and loud thunder. Even though it wasn't much, it was still great to finally hear thunder again. The next two storms would come on March 28th. However, I would sadly miss them as I was traveling on spring break. Again, two more storms would hit early in the morning, but I didn't catch them as they weren't really interesting and only had a few rumbles of thunder. But I would catch the first storm of April just a couple days later. While this wasn't a thunderstorm, on April 4th, a very low precipitation supercell would move just north of my home. It would eventually be tornado warned, and while it didn't produce, it was amazing to see the full structure of a mesocyclone, unobstructed by rain or hail. It's gonna be somewhere in there. There's so much rotation in this thing. It might actually produce. Oh my gosh, you should see up this thing. Oh my gosh, this is unbelievable. Look at this. Unbelievable. The first real thunderstorms of the year would come on April 18th. The first storm would have hail, but rather than that, the thunder was kept to a minimum and there were no lightning bolts. And then there was the second storm. The final storm of April would come on the 29th. Like previous storms, this one would be early in the morning and only have a few flashes of lightning. While most of these storms so far would be innocent, one day would change all of that. May 15th. An enhanced risk was issued the day of, including a 10% hatched risk for tornadoes and a very high chance for hail. In the afternoon, a large line of supercells would develop in Wisconsin and head northeast. A couple of these supercells would hit my house, but I wasn't there to see it. Instead, I was out storm chasing with my dad, and in the midst of all the chaos, one supercell would drop a tornado right next to us. While inside the busy streets of Portage, a rotating wall cloud would slowly drop to the ground just outside of town. However, before we could get a clear view of it, the tornado lifted just as it was about to hit Portage. My dad and I would dodge hail for the next hour, and after trying to catch up to the line for a while, we decided that the chase was over. Even though I didn't get to see storms back at home, it was completely worth it as we would get our second tornado in just our second chase. On June 25th, a slow-moving supercell would head right over my house. While it didn't hold any lightning or thunder or produce any tornadoes, its structure was still amazing, and my mom and I even went on a mini storm chase before heading to play some golf, and got the sick time-lapse. Later that day, I would miss another storm. However, the very next day, a severe weather potential was taking place in my state. Since there was a potential for tornadoes right in my backyard, I decided that my dad and I would go storm chasing for the third time. And as the Storm Prediction Center issued its first mesoscale discussion, we decided to head up to the town of Mauston, and right as we got there, a tornado warning was issued just outside. Alright, we are in Mauston right now, Mauston, Wisconsin, for our third storm chase. I'm pretty excited about this one because we're kind of in the center of the risk right now. Well, sort of, but we currently have a storm heading towards us. It's off in that direction. Might have some rotation actually. Could get tornado warned soon, but yeah, pretty excited today. Of course, I always have low standards, so I don't think we're gonna see a tornado, but maybe. Alright, looking at the storm here, the base is down there. Saw some low scud all around here. Yeah, listen to that constant rumble. It's weird.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Super low right there. After being tornado warned for some time, this first storm would dissipate, forcing us to try another storm nearby. Luckily, tons of small supercells would develop around us, so we picked one with some rotation and headed over to it. While this new storm had good structure, there was almost no rotation when we got there, and even when we picked a different one, it was the same case. And after following one for almost an hour, the terrain and heavy forests made us halt the chase. But as we were heading home, thinking the day was over, a group of cells would develop right next to us, so in a last-ditch effort, we would try it in hopes of seeing a tornado. Oh, it's going straight. Whoa, double bolts. It's going straight towards us. Look at the velocity, see if we see any rotation. Sadly, these storms would become outflow dominant as we got there, so our chances of seeing a tornado were 0. However, we did catch some nice lightning.
What?
It's hot out again.
Oh,
whoa.
Nice bolt. Nice CG there.
Oh my gosh. That's gonna be loud.
Well, are you gonna move the effect?
Probably. Huh.
Yeah, you can switch for that. Oh, I need to
Okay.
stop.
Another storm would hit on July 4th, but I would be up at my cabin, capturing a small summer storm and get some cool lightning video. This is crazy. On July 11th, a dissipating supercell would hit us, and following it was a tornado-warned line that conveniently died as it got to us. Even though the supercell didn't produce a tornado or get warned, it was still cool to see the structure of a storm as it got smaller and smaller until there was nothing left. And then there was this lightning bolt that came pretty much out of nowhere. Alright, I hear a bit of thunder. I'm not worried about the thunder though. We do have tornado warning just west of us and south of us. And of course, not right next to us, but looks like a little base there. None of these storms right here are concerning though, so. While I would miss another storm on July 19th, the 23rd would bring the best storm of the year. Just as the sun rose, a line of thunderstorms would drag northeast towards us, and before it would hit, one of my favorite and most unexpected lightning barrages would occur, with some of the loudest thunder I would ever hear. and after not seeing any lightning bolts, shoot, barely missed the lightning. Driving home, saw a couple of the bolts. Sucks. Still pretty cool though. On August 9th and 10th, 5 separate storms would strike in less than 24 hours, and all would be unique in their own way. We have a third thunderstorm. This one is not nearly as good, I should say, but yeah, this morning was pretty chaotic. Throughout August 16th, 3 storms would hit. However, at the time, I was out of town. Sadly, I would miss what would have been my favorite storm of the year, as an intense cell would drop a very large CG barrage right next to my house. But just 2 days later on the 18th, I would catch my favorite storm of the year. On this day, a fast-moving squall line would strike, putting down a small CG barrage in town. This storm wouldn't be as intense as the July 23rd storm, but the overall vibe of the storm was great. Oh my gosh. There's thunder everywhere. Holy crap. Oh, someone there. Just got real cold. Whoa, that sounded like a gunshot. Oh yeah. close into it, bro. Oh, I see it. It's a wall. Oh, here it comes. Oh my gosh. Wow. That was that was crazy. That was almost a perfect storm too, because I mean, like, it was pretty quick, lots of lightning. Very interesting. So cool. I see blue sky. Look, there's blue skies down there. Bro. What? Hopefully we get one of those big ones. I just spoke it into existence. Yep, we're pointing the camera over here. Oh my gosh, I was just off camera. Bro! Okay. That actually kind of scared me. While I would miss another storm on September 22nd due to school, on October 18th and 19th, I would catch the final storm of the year. Even though it didn't have any CGs, it would still carry a lot of intra-cloud lightning. 2025 wasn't nearly as active as 2024, I still had a lot of great memories from this year, and I probably will for a long time. Of course, the best moment was catching my second ever tornado, and my favorite storm was a mix of the August 18th and July 23rd storm because of the intense lightning barrages. I saw 40 storms in 2025, and while 2024 had 54, which was much more, I think it was just as great. As I grow up and become more focused on chasing storms and more into videography and photography, I will hopefully catch more tornadoes in the future. There have also been other things that have caught my attention, such as the northern lights, meteor showers, and maybe even a cool sunset. But in 2026, my only hope is to catch one great moment that I will remember for a long time. And maybe another tornado.